just gonna play my own. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Welcome to the ZiggyD News Show with your host, imagine, ZiggyD. And also welcome, I know you guys are enjoying it, but welcome to an awesome overlay news show. I think at some point, since I want to do this again daily, I'm going to make an overlay or get an overlay made for this so it looks a little bit more professional than it does currently. But for now, this will have to do. I'm gonna plus in here to show you guys. But in this show, I just share what interesting things are happening in the action RPG world and what is happening in just my general gaming world as well. So the stuff I care about. So you guys have to put up with that. So, the first piece of news is regarding ArcheAge, on which I made a video recently discussing the various shifts towards pay-to-win in the game, which is unfortunate, and not everyone might agree that the certain features are pay-to-win, and some people might not and stuff, but nonetheless, it's stuff that I was concerned with, and just recently, Tryon had a live stream Q&A session, where they talked about various different things, and obviously some of those topics that came up because it's a thing that the community is concerned with in general, a lot of people are concerned with, was some of those pay-to-win elements. The two things that are major are the labor potions and Archeum lockboxes, or boxes that can contain Archeum in them. So, if I just go to labor potions... Okay, so the first thing is labor potions. They said that they have a meeting with Exile, who are the developers of the game, and the main topics are going to be labor potions and increasing the drop rate of Archeum. And when they have details, they'll share them. So they're talking about it, basically. I think we figured that would be the case. Like, when the entire community is just blowing up about this, you know, obviously they're gonna probably, if they're somewhat intelligent about things, they're gonna talk about this and maybe consider changing things. So it's possible things will change for launch. I'm still holding out hope, but I don't expect major changes. I expect some minor tweaks to, like, the cooldowns of labor pots, which has been mentioned in the past that they might be changing the cooldowns of labor potions to 12 hours instead of 4 hours. So it's not like removing these things from the game, but slightly improving them. I will indeed link each of these different things for you guys to discover, because there's a lot of info in here about the game in general. The other one is, there is an Archeum one here. Let me just, Archeum, let's have a look if I can find this one. I did have these highlighted, but it's screwed up. Where was the Archeum scarcity? Here we go. They are thanking people for the feedback, for recorded and opened tons of bags to help them. So that's there's the next statement here. Numbers on the database don't always match what you see in game. So it kind of sounds like they're saying that maybe the drop rates are bugged. Now, if they do greatly improve the drop rates, I don't know if a bug can cover that, like if a bug fix can cover that, but if they do greatly improve the Archeum drop rates, then it's going to help that a lot as well, because then people won't be relying on the cash shop to get the majority of their Archeum. So that's I don't know, man. it's not a great deal of hope building from this post. It's not a great deal of hope building, but it's something. They are talking about it, they are thinking about it, and maybe some things might be changed. But I want to keep you guys updated on this, and whether things do improve, I want to let you know if they do improve, because I think it's an injustice for me to tell you about something horrible about a game, and then if they later change it, to not tell you that they've changed it. So far they've changed nothing, but they might. So that's that. Next piece of news. In Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls land, there has been a major exploit involving greater rifts and insane amounts of XP. The ability to go from Paragon was 0 to 200 in like an hour or something like that. Basically, what I know of the exploit, it was shortly lived, but greatly streamed by certain people who have not been banned and may not be banned. I don't know what's going to happen with that. It'll be interesting to see. But basically, you were able to have a party create a rift, and then one person could leave and stand in town. The people would complete the rift, and because of some sort of difficulty scaling bug, the person standing in town would get like many times the XP. So not sure exactly how that worked, but it has been fixed, and it was used on the seasonal ladders to get some people very like you know, a major boost in their character's XP, which Paragon levels do have an impact in game because you can allocate Paragon points to stats on your character, which can then be used in like greater rifts to compete on the ladders and stuff like that. So interesting stuff. I don't know, how do you guys in the chat feel about there was some major streamers of Diablo 3 who streamed this exploit considerably and, you know, considerably abused it. Should they have their accounts banned for such an exploit? What do you guys think? Or do you think it's something Blizzard just fix and then just, you know, leave it on the ladders? I kind of personally feel because it's on a ladder, it's on their seasonal ladder, which they want to be a serious competitive environment, that they should be very strict about this. I don't feel like they necessarily need to ban the person's account, but they should definitely ban that character or their participation in the season. If you're exploiting in the season, then yeah, I don't know, I feel like you should be removed from that season because any results you get thereafter can be called into question. So that's my thought just there. Restart the ladder. Well, I'm looking forward to the next ladder. Hopefully a lot of this stuff will be fixed. Alrighty guys. Oh chat. Oh chat. Next piece of news, in case you guys missed it, for some reason, the State of Exile podcast is out, in which we had Green Dude and Willy Wonka on, and they talked about, yes indeed, PvP-ness. They did talk about PvP-ness. They talked about low-level dueling, high-level dueling, and PvP in general in Path of Exile, and one of the biggest things that came out of it for me was learning that it's very easy to get into PvP. It's extremely cheap to gear up a character for PvP. You can do it in less than several exalts. A lot of the stuff, items that people use are things that have no application in the game whatsoever, so they're worth less than a chaos. And then you only need to get a character level 28 to participate in low-level dueling, which is probably one of the more active PvP forms. And then there's like a fully written up set of guides and information, and you can directly ask them on PoE Arena. So if you're interested in PvP, definitely check it out. We also talked about a lot of meta on the podcast as well, so you guys might find that interesting. I will give you guys a link. I forgot the link in chat for the Diablo fix thing, but I didn't think there was really much to read there anyway. I seem to be developing a bit of a cough, which is unfortunate. Next piece of news in Path of Exile, we have the next build of the week has been released, and it is a Dual Curse Pledge of Hands Arc build by the one and only Fox Tactics, the master of Arca, the Arc Master, Fox Tactics. Very good to see Fox Tactics in a build of the week. I think he deserves it. He's kind of like been he's been the pioneer and forefront of Arc builds for a very long time now, and I think he definitely deserved the recognition. And his new build is wicked sick. I mean, wicked sick. So definitely worth a watch. As a little side note, I kind of like that ZiggyD have taken this opportunity of these builder weeks to get them posted on sites like GameSpot, because it means a lot more exposure for the game. So hopefully that helps grow things. People who browse GameSpot be like, what's this? Check this out. Wow, that looks sick. It's like showing off some of the coolest things about Path of Exile, which is sick builds. So I think that's pretty cool. And then later they do get uploaded to the normal YouTube anyway, so it's just an advanced screening on GameSpot, which I kind of like. I kind of like it. And then the final piece of news for today is Path of Exile has had its has announced several new microtransactions coming up in the next patch. Which one of these is this demonic flame blast just here, which I can show off. Now let's do that. Oh baby, it does look. I'm going to use this term again, wicked sick. It does look sick. However, something oh man, I love this new angle too that they've got going on. This slow-mo explosion. How good is that? Yes. Oh, get wrecked! So, pretty cool stuff. However, I do have a minor concern to voice about this. They recently added these, this effect and Demonic Reave and Demonic... I think it was Demonic Reave, to the game as enemy-only sort of things. That's kind of what I think a lot of us thought was the case, that they, in order to distinguish, there's been a bit of a problem, right? When you in a party with a Flame Blaster, and then the Flame Blast Exile appears, you can't tell whose Flame Blast is who, right? You can't tell whose Flame Blast is who. So the idea was that we thought that they released this Demonic Flame Blast for enemies only, so that you could tell and distinguish between Flame Blasts. So you're like, holy shit, it's the Exile Flame Blast, Giant Red Flame Blast, run, get out of the game, log out right now. But now that they're rolling it out as a microtransaction, and particularly because it looks sick, I'm sure lots of people are going to be picking up, especially Flame Blasters, which means the whole problem comes back again. So I kind of like the idea that they distinguished the two effects somewhat, and I'm all about ZiggyD selling cool looking microtransactions, but I feel like there's a bit of a clash there. So I don't know, hopefully they maybe can help distinguish these skills from enemies again in the future, especially Flame Blasters is a big problem for that, I think. So yeah, that's just my minor concern with that. Nonetheless, it looks cool, but I guess be considerate. If you are, maybe use it solo, and then if you're running with a party, disable the microtransaction to help out your party members. I think that's probably the best thing you could do, so that your team doesn't get wrecked by Magnus. Anyway guys, that's it for the news show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let's switch on over to some more Path of Exile action.